Well,
Yeah.
you think that's
Connor comes.
I think that's the right
Connor
thing.
comes. We'll miss him. We'll miss the young homie.
Yeah.
But we let him know.
Yeah. Well, we tried. We did our best.
All right,
That's all that matters.
everybody. Welcome to the 5th and final installment of the No Views podcast.
Wait, final installment?
It's just a joke because we go 3 weeks between episodes.
Oh, I'm a joke.
I'm your host, Hayden, and I'm here with...
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Lucas. I believe in you.
Wait, did the podcast just start?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started.
Okay, sweet.
It started.
Yeah, all right, sweet. All right. So,
What's your name?
What's your name, Chief?
I'm Lucas.
for-
Great to see you guys.
Excellent.
Y'all know me. I'm
I
3 chains.
apologize. I was
I'm
distracted by
amazing.
a robot chicken.
3 chains.
Hey, look, it's Connor.
We came
Yeah.
to be friends.
Oh,
We got to know the
Connor!
friends of our
Just in
Connor!
time.
Yeah, no, we just started.
Oh, good.
That was
All right.
perfect,
I
dude.
missed-
And Connor here joining us.
Hey,
Today
that's me.
is June 9th, 2018. It is currently about a day after the Cavaliers have fallen to the Golden State Warriors in a brutal loss, 85 to 108. Talk about destruction. And talk about
So, wait.
no effort.
I would like to ask a question real fast.
Please do.
Do
Please
you
do.
think the game would have been different had Cavs won game 1? Do you think this whole series would have been different?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
but
definitely.
Not
There would be one
different.
game where they didn't lose.
Even if they
There
won
you
game
go.
3 at home.
Wow.
Even if they won game 3 or game 1, I feel like the
Well,
series would have gone a
overall,
lot differently.
if the Golden State Warriors were the better team here, and it seems like
They were.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely
but a
were.
little bit.
Then- obviously the outcome wouldn't have changed if just one
We
game.
still would have
was
won,
lost.
just in more games.
The NBA could have milked it for a little more.
Yeah, they could have got more ad revenue.
Oh, yeah,
You
they
know, they're gonna
definitely
miss
could.
out on
That
that.
YouTube
could've milked
TV ad
it for-
revenue.
And LeBron's gonna get a slight pay deduction from his
Oh,
billions
no.
of dollars.
More like LeBron's getting traded.
No, I think
No.
I think
trading
no,
himself.
LeBron's not gonna get traded. You think Cleveland wants to trade LeBron? No, LeBron's leaving.
He's
They don't have
trading
a choice.
himself. He's going to the general manager. He's becoming the general manager himself, and he's trading himself.
Gonna buy him. Obviously.
Nah,
He's
I
out.
think he's gonna.
Does he-
No, he's
does he have
gonna
a
be a free
contract maybe
agent.
now?
No, he's gonna be a free agent. There's no reason to
Did
trade
his contract
himself.
in? Or is it in?
Ah.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be
Well, you have to be
or,
pay out
free
of his
agent at the end of
contract.
this. Yeah, he's gonna be out. I think.
I'm going back to Miami.
So who do you think might buy him then?
Well, I think he'll probably,
He's gonna buy
Every
him?
team.
no. I think he's just gonna I think the teams he's interested in, because it's not a team who will take him. It's him who will take a team.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
probably
thing.
The team has to get accepted by LeBron.
Yeah, and I think I'd say at first I thought it might be the 76ers,
Yeah,
but I'm starting to
everybody's
think
been
it might be.
speculating.
I
I'm
don't
starting to think it
so.
might be the Rockets, maybe.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Rockets-
It has to be.
The Rockets
It's
seem
only
like a
two.
good choice because him and Chris
There's
Paul are
only two.
friends. Either that or maybe the Lakers. I mean, that'd be cool.
No.
Lakers, LeBron, man,
No.
going with
No.
Lonzo Ball.
The LA
No.
Lakers,
No.
when they used to be good, they had Kobe Bryant,
And they had
and
Kobe
No.
Bryant.
You know what's gonna
Shaquille
happen?
O'Neal.
He's gonna go meet up with Kyrie again. They're gonna be friends.
Link up.
No, he
We
better
back.
not.
We back
If
in
he's gonna go
business.
meet up with Kyrie, it better be meeting up and then pop, pop, pop.
No, boys, he's about to go meet up with KD. He's about to go, all right, boys.
Hey,
Oh
yo,
my
yo,
God.
man,
We're
you think
linking up.
you think we can share the floor? I'll play I'll play power forward.
Promise
if we get
I'll pass you the
Blake-
ball,
Oh,
Chief.
why is this said that on it? What- if we get Draymond out,
I
Yeah,
promise you'll
I'll
look
play
up
power
that.
forward. You can
That's
play
a
small
really,
forward.
It's a very nice
Oh,
power couple.
that would ruin the NBA. Imagine
Yeah, NBA would
LeBron
be
on the
dead.
Warriors. I would never watch them again. I would never even touch.
I'd want to see how many points he scores every game.
Well, he probably wouldn't score too much
I
because
mean,
you
they'd
know.
all be hogging the ball. They all want stats.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of hype beasts out there. Everybody wants the stats. Look, game 4, what? KD had 20. Steph had 37.
Yeah.
Actually, those are the only two people with high numbers.
See, that's one thing about the Warriors. Even if like like when I think it was game 2 or game 3 where like they were horrid. Like
3, yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, Clay and Steph were like 3 of 27 combined, and KD put on 43 points and still won. And then game 1, LeBron put on 51 points and lost.
God.
He's the only person in NBA history to put down over 50 points and still lose.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my! He got
that's how
50
bad.
points by himself.
Yeah,
51 points.
Jesus.
That's how bad the Cavs are. That's how bad they are.
They are garbage.
Homie's hating on Kevin Love.
And
Oh,
so
he's
he
hating on
basically
Kevin.
solo carried
Homie's
the
hating on
NBA
Kevin
Finals.
Love. Homie, I will hate on Kevin Love as long as I can. He's trash.
Can we hit on Kyle
Don't.
Korver now, Chief? Huh?
Okay,
Yeah,
no. Kyle Korver is trash
Kyle's
during the
bad.
finals, and I don't know why. I wish I could tell you.
Are we gonna tell him
Homie
that
ain't
he's
good.
the same person in and out?
What? You're gonna tell me that it's the same? Homie, you know Kyle was part of the
different
offense
skin.
at the end. So no one's gonna talk about his performance in the
21
other
minutes, 0 for 6, game 4. Let's
homie.
check game 3. Let's check
No,
the
you
box
gotta
score.
understand. Did you not watch that video I sent you? They didn't run no plays for him. They're only running plays for Braun.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with Cleveland. They only want him to score.
Yes, because they only care about LeBron. They didn't run any plays for Kyle.
And
Kyle needs
that's
like a
the
screen or
point.
something. He's a
That's
catch
why
and
they're
shooter. Kyle
That's why
can't make his
they're
own
bad.
shot.
Then
He's
Kyle was
old.
0 for 4 in game 3 as well. 0 points.
Because he wasn't getting a good play set for him. You're stupid.
Let's see
It seems
game
you don't
2.
understand anything I'm saying for you.
No, I understand. I'm just telling you that when he did hold the ball and try and shoot, 0 for 6 game 4, 0 for 4 game 3. Game 2, I think he did score game 2.
I mean, what about during the season?
Just kidding. He was 0 for 3 in game 2 as well. Good night. Did he not hit a shot in the the finals?
He got a free throw. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, he hit
free
1
throws.
3. He hit like 1 3. I
It
think
had to have
because
been
he
game
got
one
like a
then.
clutch. He got like a clutch triple in game 1.
Must have
So,
been
do
game
you
1.
think it was more of the team
Yeah, 1 for
unraveled
3.
after they lost game 1?
What?
Yeah, they sucked after game 1.
Do you
They
think
they
the
had
team
no.
unraveled?
Yeah,
after
even game
1?
3, they had a
They
lead
just-
and collapsed.
Well,
KD, KD knocked
did
him
you
down.
did you guys see that thing where it said LeBron was playing with a left hand contusion
Yeah, I
for the
saw
rest of
that.
the game
Yeah.
I
after
saw a picture of
punching
how
a
Really?
swollen his hand
whiteboard?
was.
Oh my god.
He was like playing with a broken hand,
I saw it.
and they were.
And he
I
was
mean,
still better
putting
than
on
everyone
points.
else.
And yeah, he was still putting on points. Cavs need to rework their squad so much.
Cavs need to rework a little something
I
called
want
Ty Lue.
LeBron. I want LeBron off the Cavs so they can like just hit rock bottom, like so they can actually start improving.
Because
Cavs
obviously
need to give
LeBron.
They need
Ty
to
the
play.
boot.
They need to play Rodney Hood more. They need to play George Hill less. They need to play Kevin Love less.
And play Jordan
You think they need
Clarkson.
to play Kevin Love less?
No,
I feel like he was
Yes.
one of the only people in the finals actually helping LeBron.
He really
Consistently.
was.
Consistently, he
in the
was helping
finals,
LeBron.
but in the beginning, he was trash. You know how he was during the Raptors and all that other crap, man. He was trash.
Well, the Raptors were the reason that they lost.
The Raptors blew themselves up.
Yeah.
Much
Man.
like the Cavaliers, much like the entire Eastern Conference.
Man. And they need to stop playing Jeff Green, and they need to play their rookies more. They're so
I mean,
stupid
they
for
may
not
as
playing
well.
their
They
rookies so
may try
much.
everything they can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you need to do something.
At this
He better
point,
get out the East. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
But-
God, they gotta do something.
Speaking
mean-
of newbies,
Oh,
June 21st, boys, the NBA draft. I remember watching it last year at my birthday. Do you guys remember that? Watching Lonzo get drafted?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You saw
yeah.
it on TV.
When we were at the
I remember
Chinese
Jason
restaurant or whatever.
Tatum
Green
got
dinner.
drafted.
So
I remember,
who are
wasn't
the
he
power
first?
players that people are talking about now?
Trey
No.
Young.
Yeah, Trae Young.
All right, where is he from?
Is LiAngelo getting drafted this year?
He
How
got
is
he
he
got
getting
workouts
nowhere?
with the Lakers and the Warriors.
Yeah, I saw that. But how
He
is
going
he?
to the Warriors so he can shoot as much as he wants.
Give LiAngelo the ball. Give that man the ball. Steph, pass the ball.
LeVar is just gonna like beat up Steph Kerr or Steve Kerr. That's that Steph Kerr. He's gonna beat up Steve Kerr every time he doesn't do something right. Like play Lonzo more.
Lonzo. Lonzo go to the
Or
Warriors.
Leangelo, golly. Lonzo to
Lonzo to the
Lonzo
Warriors.
to the Warriors
They're
confirmed.
gonna trade Steph Curry for Lonzo since he's so much better.
Yeah. So, and he's gonna be making beats out in Oakland. Hey, yeah, I'm Zoe. Got a clean rap album, no explicit. Something. Zoe. I heard Dan Patrick on his show. They were talking about. They're like, Lonzo Ball is focusing more on his rap career than he is in his NBA career. He's got to pick a song. He's got to pick and choose. And then Dan Patrick was like, whoa, wait a minute. So we've
Shut
got
up.
college players out here trying to be doctors, but you're going to tell this kid that he can't make music? He's like, we're valuing two things differently. And I'm like, let him know, Dan. But in other sports news, the Capitals.
Oh yeah, the Capitals got their first
Crazy.
Stanley Cup victory.
Nice.
Today.
That was a big thing in my school.
That
A lot
was
of
a
people
huge
were
thing.
wearing Capitals jerseys.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
Northeast, the hockey.
That's a thing.
the
That's a
hockey up
thing.
there.
Hockey up there and lacrosse. It's some big
Yeah,
stuff, man.
NDVA, hockey is huge. That region. Hockey and Smash.
Oh,
Big stuff.
Smash. Hmm.
Big stuff, boys. Big doinks. But good for them, dude.
rip
Biggest doinks.
to that big
So-
doinks, dude. He died.
He died? Wait, he died?
Yeah. Yes, he died.
Wait,
You know
what?
that?
No.
He died, man. He's
How?
dead.
How'd he die?
I think I don't know. He had a GoFundMe. He had all the meme pages were posting it.
Oh,
No,
my
no.
Doinks in
God.
heaven.
That's so awful.
How did he die, dude?
I mean,
What
did you see how fat
happened?
he was? Did you see how fat he was?
I don't remember. Big
I mean-
doinks dead. Young King Dave of Smoking Doinks fame has died. Oh my goodness.
I mean, do I lie?
Rest in peace to YKD, the man who brought us big old doinks in Amish. David James, Young King Dave Nixon, has passed away at 19, but not before imparting a little wit and wisdom on this bleak world. His Instagram
Oh,
bio
no.
was changed on Thursday to announce his passing. With deep regret, we would like to inform you YKD has passed away and is at peace. Dave was pursuing a rap career and made music with his friends in their hometown of Middletown, New Jersey.
The hometown of Middletown, New Jersey.
Chris Clemenza, his manager and friend since childhood, told me in a phone conversation that YKD had been in the hospital for weeks recovering from a collapsed lung. Died from
Oh.
complications during recovery and hospital stay. God.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
probably
such
from
a-
smoking the big
Yeah, from those
doinks.
big doinks.
Big doink.
I mean,
Big doinks
when you
collapses
smoke
the lung.
when you smoke
to
that
be
many
honest.
big doinks in Amish, I mean, you know what's gonna happen, man.
God,
But I-
man.
Engineers.
I've seen his videos. Some of them are mildly funny.
Rest in peace.
Smile.
YKD. Didn't really
Smoking
know you, though.
doinks in Amish.
Man, that is brutal. Life is short, boys. That chef, Anthony Bourdain or
Bourdain.
Bourdain, whatever it is, just
Oh,
collapsed.
yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
Bourdain.
That was brutal. I didn't know much about him, but
I ain't neither.
very
I've seen
widely
him when I used to
known,
actually like, watch
appreciated.
the freaking news, but no, I don't watch the news. So
Sad stuff.
I mean, who the crap wants to watch news anyway?
God, I know. It's so
It's fun to
depressing.
listen to news.
It's all so depressing.
There's going to be a North Korea summit, which is,
Ow.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess,
happening.
nice. That's back on, even though it got canceled. And then
Rain delay.
back on.
Right.
So did you guys? I don't know if you heard me, but did you guys hear about the Triple Crown today?
The
Oh.
what?
Horse Triple
Oh,
Crown.
it was the Belmont Stakes. or
Yeah,
whatever?
Belmont. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like I think it was the horse's name was like Justice or Justicar or something like that. Like 13th horse to do it ever in history.
Wow.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard. I remember the last time there was a Triple Crown. Like, it was a couple years
What
ago.
was the name? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember it too.
Yeah, so
What was the
that was
name of
pretty
that
big. I actually watched that with family over dinner, so that was really nice.
Yeah, I don't keep up
It's
with
pretty.
horses too much. I'll be honest, but I do remember
Yeah.
the last time there was a Triple Crown.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous thing. So obviously, not many horses accomplish that. So
Yeah, imagine being that horse. You know, I mean, I don't know how much they can think, but
He eating good tonight.
yeah.
Hey, get this man a stable.
Get
Get this man that staple out back.
The best wheat you can find. No.
Feed him horse meat.
Oh,
Horse meat.
Have some fun being a cannibal. Woo!
We got that high quality beef. That horse beef.
Just vomits everywhere.
There's a rumor that Burger King was serving people horse meat back in like.
Have you seen
the
Have you
early
seen that
2010s.
Amazing World of Gumball episode where he's like with that hot dog dude?
Burger.
Oh yeah.
And then they eat hot dogs in the room, and he's like, "Here, I got you lunch," and like he's like, "Oh, thanks." He's like, "It's a hot dog," and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "You gonna eat it?" He's like, "Yeah." And he looks down and he's like, "I'm sorry." I love that episode. I've seen that episode so many times. I don't know why.
Dude, speaking of hot dogs, Adventure Time. I want to blow up. I mean, get big. He's just dead. Just pops on the scene. That is good stuff, dude. Rip Cartoon
Yeah, I
Network.
love Adventure Time.
Yeah.
I think they're doing.
Sure.
Wasn't it discontinued?
Yeah, I think Adventure Time just ended recently, like 2017 or 2016, or that, or
Really?
it may be. If it hasn't ended yet, it's ending soon.
I remember I used to watch that a lot on now.
I know
But
regular show ended a while back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
regular
awesome.
show. I love that show. That was one of the really last I feel like creative thing. Everything
That
else
dude
like
has a
that
new show coming to TBS, but it's like
Oh,
it's
really?
way more adult.
What?
It's what
Uh,
he should have been doing, because that 2 in the AM PM short where Benson and Mordecai like came from. I mean, they're
Yeah.
dropping like F-bombs and GD left and right, and they're like smoking weed and they're high and stuff. Like I think that's definitely what that guy wanted to do more than. Like he tried the adult humor in regular show like as much as he could get away with, but
Yeah, I mean obviously you can't do
but he's
too much.
restricted. Definitely.
Yeah, because he's in an environment where potentially kids could be watching.
But I'm happy that he's found new work at TBS with something he can be a little more free upon.
Oh, sweet! I love watching TV.
Very funny.
Might be
Or whatever their,
to
I
tune
don't
in.
remember their tagline. Now I don't have cable. I just rely on Hulu. I'm relying on like Hulu Live. That's how I watch the finals. They were
That was
sponsored by
depressing.
Hulu.
Oh, really? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was like YouTube TV and Hulu sponsored it or something.
I know YouTube TV sponsored something recently. It was a big event, but I forgot what it was.
What else? We were going to talk about something else, Lucas. E3. That's
Yeah,
what we were going to
yeah.
talk about.
Yeah,
Lucas,
that
let's
was-
talk about it, man.
All right,
Uh-oh.
sweet. Well, I don't know what you thought, but I think EA did a pretty wonderful job as an EA conference in comparison to some of the cringier things that have happened in the past. I'm also really excited for a lot of the games that are coming out, like Battlefield 5. I thought Unravel 2 looked pretty good, and
Yeah, that
I
came
also,
out.
yeah,
It's,
that
like,
came out actually
released.
today. Yeah, and there's also a mobile game that looked kind of cool that I might want to check out later on this year. I'm pretty sure it's out, but I'm pretty sure it's only out on Play or whatever it is. But I was also probably most interested in Anthem, which I'm very excited to.
Me too, man.
Can you explain to me what Anthem crap is it? It's like Destiny or
Um,
something?
So the way I kind of understood it is it's sort of like it's a lot like Destiny, and it's big open world, and you have like a hub where where most of your story will take place, but it's a sort of like it's a pretty large multiplayer game where you can have like a squad of people up to like 4,
Oh boy.
and
Oh.
you guys go on missions. And
Sounds
It
familiar.
looks like it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like what I expected Destiny to be whenever I first got
yeah,
Destiny.
yeah.
Because I played
I-
Destiny 1, never played Destiny 2, but I played
It-
Destiny
well,
1
Destiny
until I was
2
at
is
max.
Free for this
I
weekend.
didn't think
actually, so I was
Destiny
gonna
2 is
try.
all that, right?
I
Wasn't
heard
it
a lot
like
of people
mostly
were
like a
upset.
a
flop?
lot of people were very upset,
Lots
and
of
I
It
people
was
think
like
I
pay to win or
I-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A lot
pay
of
to
money.
win, and they've taken away a lot of the accessorizing, and the story still, from what I've heard, is still not all that. So
A lot of people were dissatisfied with Destiny 2. But it's
I thought the
weird
trailer-
because Destiny
trailer
2
was
has been
good,
getting
though.
so much attention since Anthem. Like, it's like Anthem pretty much gave like a huge surge this week into Destiny just because people like relating the two, or people
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dissing one or the other. So
I'm
publicity.
really hoping that Anthem will be a very good game, and
Me too,
it
man.
seems like microtransactions aren't going to be a
Yeah,
part of
I
it.
think they said that there
They
weren't any.
they
I think they said that was
So
all
EA
cosmetics.
said that?
Yeah,
they'll have
dude,
like
Battlefield
cosmetics you
5
can
has
buy,
no
and
microtransactions.
EA said
Yeah.
I'm
that.
hoping. Well, it's not EA, it's BioWare, isn't it? That's making
Yeah,
the game.
BioWare's Anthem, but EA is like publishing it.
Yeah. So, I really have really disliked EA in the past because of how they've sort of manipulated some of these smaller companies.
They ruined Battlefront too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Star Wars.
really,
Yeah, Star
it was
Wars
awful.
really got
And I even wanted to buy
annihilated.
that game, but after hearing so much about it, I just chose not to.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah, it was
looked
brutal.
good, but I was like, okay, well,
I mean,
I'm not getting
I
this.
remember, like, I love the original Battlefront games, but, you know, and I played the new Battlefront, which obviously was okay. It looked great, but,
Yeah, you made a video about it. If people want to check that out.
yeah, I remember that a while back, and it's a very cringy video, so if you want to see
Dude, one of my favorite things that you've ever said was in that video, and it was like a bald dude was trying to run away, and you said, "Hey, come here, baldy, you're not getting away from me." You, like chasing him down, and shooting him.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I thought it was a lot of fun, but you know, it still didn't really recapture my interest in a Star
Yeah,
Wars.
It's like they
anything
do
can look
on the
good, but
first. Like Destiny
Yeah,
1
yeah.
was a huge hit. The
Yeah.
first Battlefront did good, but then they ruined like both the sequels with like microtransactions just out the butthole.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think these
That
are
was a
like
lot of
simple
dissatisfaction.
mistakes that can really be fixed pretty simply, and I guess the EA is just sort of not really heeded people's warnings beforehand, and I guess they paid the price in this case.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
By,
mean, we do gotta understand with the new equipment and stuff, and with new like standards people have for gaming, it's definitely getting
Yeah.
more expensive to make games. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, even
and-
if
Well, I
they
know,
bumped
but
it up to
EA
like
EA is a big
$65,
company.
$70, like for
Mhm.
games now, just like if I had to pay if they raise like most AAA titles go for like $59.99. If they raised it up to like $64.99 or even like $69.99 just so I wouldn't have to pay for DLC ever, then I would totally
Yeah.
do that.
And you know, they have things now. They have like, especially for EA, has been really guilty of this. Is when they have like the season pass, and they'll like
Yes.
make it like an extra deluxe edition, and it's like $150. I think that's pretty unacceptable, especially when they give you just all the items in there as well, and it's like pay to win. So I really disliked that when they were
Yeah.
they were
Yeah, I
guilty of
know.
doing that in the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was. I understand the need to make money, but I think there should also
Yeah,
be
definitely. I definitely understand the need for
Can-
profit. I mean, they're not making these games for fun. This isn't some indie
obviously
developer.
this is their job, this is their livelihood, and I know they enjoy doing their livelihood, and they should. But you know, I understand the fact that they have mouths to feed, and obviously they need to make a game. It's, you know, money brings in money, so.
Yeah, I mean, do what you got to do. What do you know the rest of the schedule, Lucas, for E3?
The rest of the
look it up
schedule?
if not.
I know tomorrow Bethesda has their conference. I'm pretty sure on
Ooh, excited
Monday
about that.
Sony, and then I think on the last day is obviously Nintendo. So
All right. Yeah, Sunday, June 10th is Xbox that'll be 4 p.m. Eastern. Bethesda will be
So
at
3
8:30
o'clock
p.m.
my time.
Eastern. And then Devolver
I'm really excited
Digital is
about
at
tomorrow.
11 p.m. Eastern. I'm so excited about Xbox and Bethesda tomorrow. I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
excited about those two. Monday, Square Enix has a conference at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah, Square
Ubisoft
Enix. I
has
love
one
that.
at 4 p.m.
Final Fantasy.
And then PlayStation at 8 p.m. Eastern.
yeah, Sony,
and then
Sony's
Tuesday-
conference.
Oh crap! I'll probably be the dermatologist during.
Nintendo conference.
Yes.
Oh, dude,
oh,
I'm so sorry.
dude, I need that Smash hype in my life.
Dude, I'm feeling that too. But
It's
I
at
mean,
12 p.m. Eastern.
the trailer that came to us was honestly, that was fantastic, and that gave me enough hype, even though
So excited.
so small. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of E3? Like, is there anything else?
Yeah, Lucas, let's talk about what are some stuff that you want to see from like the Xbox and Bethesda conference, or from like Nintendo and stuff. Like, what are you really looking for, like in these next conferences?
For Bethesda, I just want to see Todd Howard. because I think he's killing these conferences.
Todd Howard.
Yeah, man,
I
absolutely.
saw that meme of him where tier
Fantastic.
0.
Yeah, I want to see him there. I can't wait to see Fallout 76. I feel like I don't know
dude.
much about it myself.
They're saying that it's
all I
not a
saw-
single player like RPG. They're saying it's not like the old like other Fallout games. They're saying it's
So,
not like a single player experience.
And I remember in past E3s he's been talking about, oh, we're working on this project, and maybe that was Fallout 76. I don't know if that was what he meant specifically, but
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what this is about, and hopefully it's really good. I guess for Sony, I've always really loved Sony's conferences because I think they do a wonderful job of presenting the games, and they have excellent
Definitely.
exclusives. I remember when they had the God of War one, I think it was in 2016, and that was like one of the greatest conferences I think I've ever gotten to watch. I'm not 100% sure what games are coming out or what's being like teased
Yeah, I'm
by
not
the
either.
developers.
I wish I'd kept up more with stuff before E3 came. But
I
this is the
really
perfect
should
time
have
to
done
catch
the
up.
same. Yeah, and so if we could do a podcast tomorrow, we could talk
Double
about some of these
podcast.
things, and
We
I
should
can.
do Lucas. I'm telling you, man. We should do E3 recaps. We should be
Dude.
gaming journalists, Lucas.
Dude, I'm totally down for that.
We should dig down deep in our hearts and become
Yeah,
a
yeah.
gaming journalist.
All right. So, were there any other did you find any other games kind of interesting during the EA press conference? Like, so
Anthem was definitely the one that I had my eyes on.
is that the top one?
Yes,
I
definitely.
agree. I agree with you on that.
Anthem
and I
and
saw
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I think DICE is obviously one of the greatest companies for making the Battlefield
Yes,
series.
man.
They've done a pretty great job with it so far, especially with Battlefield 1, which came out. I think
Battlefield 1 was great.
I absolutely love getting. I got the chance to play that with my cousin in South Carolina, and I was such a fun experience, and I really enjoyed it. And then there's obviously Battlefield 5, which is going to be in the World War II setting. So,
Yep.
what do you think about that?
I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with the. They're talking about going to like the different locations than the ones that we normally see. They're talking about like North Africa, and they talked about North Africa. I remember specifically, but I can't remember the other locations. But they were saying that they wanted to talk about the stories of like the stories that we don't always hear like in school and like when people talk about World War II. So I'm excited to see how they're going to tackle that. I'm excited. I'm not really one to play Battlefield campaigns, but I'm kind of excited about what the campaign will look like for Battlefield 5. Especially since we're seeing more female soldiers and characters. I'd really like to see something
female
a lot
protagonists are
of
becoming
focus
a
on
very
that.
large part of games, especially. I remember that was like the main thing for Battlefront 2's story, wasn't that she was a female protagonist? Obviously, I heard it wasn't all that much of a wonderful story, but still, you know.
That representation, that's important. I mean, that's
it's important.
that can only be, that can only be
positive.
positive. Like that can only get more people wanting to play games. Like that can only
which is great.
reach a further audience. Besides for the neckbeards that get really intense, anytime any kind of females mentioned in any franchise that they like, that. And if anything, if pushing them out of the community means we can welcome in tons of more people that are new and excited.
I love it
definitely.
when game developers are able to expand their horizons and make video games more inclusive for others. Because I remember, for a long time, it's always been sort of like the idea has been like it's a boys thing.
Yes.
And
the idea has always been it's like a. Not even just boys. It's always been like a very specific, like nerdy, look down upon boys group.
And so it'd be nice to, if you can get everyone into this kind of thing, so then everyone can share these experiences because obviously they've enhanced our lives to a very.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with the campaigns. I haven't really thought about that, since they have so many women up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
I saw something on Twitter that talked about women who've been in the war, but I don't think they're gonna cover that.
I did see that.
I don't think they're going to cover that. I mean,
think they're going to have it.
They'll probably mention something at least.
Yeah, they'll maybe like one mission about it. But like you guys got to remember, like back then, I mean, those women like on the list, those are like that's it, and then there were like millions of dudes.
Well, why
war games are so hard. That's why war games are so hard to make make like a full diverse audience.
Yeah, but I mean, there were still a ton of women in World War II fighting. Like I saw John on Twitter, I saw another thread, and it was going through like a bunch of these like World War II like women heroes that like never.
Yeah,
get talked about
I
in
saw
school
that.
and stuff.
I saw that Twitter post as well. And
So,
I
mean,
thought
there's definitely stories they can get into. Of course, I don't think that they're going to dive just completely headfirst into going in with female protagonists.
I think they're going to have like 2 protagonists, and my guess is that they'll have like one that's a male character, female
maybe like one of
how
like
you have 2
I mean,
different perspectives.
most of those characters I saw in the thread were like spies, like the women like spies and stuff like that.
That's the like most common one that we.
I think that would make sense.
That would
like,
be
have, like,
really
2 storylines. Have one in the
too.
front lines and one doing covert operations. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense to the time. Because really, I mean, it's not like they had full like they had some battalions of women, but really, other than that, I mean, that they didn't have like just like full on armies of them.
Yeah,
It was mostly like spies and covert operatives. Who did like.
And a lot of women worked in communication as well.
Like getting messages across lines. I saw that on the thread. Spying and figuring out enemy movements, stuff like that.
Yeah, and
there's a ton of stuff you can get into. There's a ton of non-traditional stuff that we see in the Battlefield games that you could get into, but of course that doesn't always fit in with the Battlefield formula. Of course, because it's a first-person shooter. Obviously, a lot of that kind of stuff doesn't always fit into it. But I mean, there's always cutscenes. There's always ways to put it in there if they really.
And I trust DICE. I think they can do a good job.
Yeah, I think compared to a lot of companies, it'll do pretty good. I mean, compared to a lot of companies, they show. I mean, you can't show World War I much worse than Call of Duty World War II worse than Call of Duty World War II did.
Yeah,
I heard was that a bad game? Because I never got a chance to play it.
I don't think the game was bad, but I think the portrayal of World War II was not too great.
Yeah, I think the campaign was like pretty relative like garbage.
Okay. Yeah, it was
like I think people just like couldn't stand it. Like there was one thing that of course I used to be obsessed with World War II, mainly the equipment. Like planes, and so in the air mission in World War II, you're as a fighter plane carrying bombs. So you go up and shoot down bombers, and then you like dive down and drop bombs on them. Like that's what they did. No, that's not what they did at all. I mean, when you have bombs, you can't go all the way up and catch a whole bomber, and then go back down and drop bombs, and then of course just stuff like that.
Little inaccuracies that make.
Yeah, I mean and it's just like you could have fixed it. You could have made it.
Do you think the Call of Duty I'm just gonna go on a side note. Do you think the Call of Duty formula is getting a little old for people? I
know Call of Duty esports are pretty close to dead at this point, and those were huge, but people got burnt out so bad after people got really disappointed after Advanced Warfare, and they got burnt out really bad after it. But Black Ops 4 is coming out. I feel like that could bring back some fans, but it does seem like a lot of the mechanics are coming straight back from Black Ops 3, which a lot of people weren't happy with.
I think they should just go back to the original formula that worked in the original Black Ops or Black Ops 2, because those are
I liked Black Ops was really good. Enjoyed. I liked Modern Warfare 2. The campaign of Modern Warfare 2. That was back in a time where they actually cared about the campaign.
Yeah, I think the writers were very amazing. Like
even for Call of Duty 2,
General Shepard and spoilers.
That
was
amazing.
One of the
just thing at the end
of all time. I
remember like when Shepard first shot you. Yeah, like the betrayal. I was like, wait, what's going on?
It was actually
that was like when campaigns actually got work put
now
they have
you were almost
people
playing
making a story.
Really good movie too, and
now it's got two people rolling a dice and choosing. We'll put that in there.
Yeah,
the Battlefield 1 stories. The
Battlefield 1 stories weren't that bad.
They're not.
The problem is
bad,
it's just
but
short and.
And it's short.
When you've got 3 hours of story,
it's
I think your game's not really I might as well not even include it, honestly. And
and Battlefield's one of those games the campaign $1,000 is when your teammates or your AI teammates do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean absolutely nothing.
Oh god.
It's like you versus everything, and that is the lowest point.
It's like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like because like, I remember
scenario.
I played the tank campaign and the air campaign for Battlefield 1, and basically it's you and a bunch of little AIs, but the AIs do crap, and then you're doing everything.
Yeah, and
It's
sadly,
horrible.
that's a lot. That's a lot of games nowadays. Now,
Yeah, I remember like Call of Duty
I
World
know
at
the
War. The AIs they put in work, man. They were blasting their enemies. And Call of Duty, even Call of Duty 2, they could do crap. But I mean, it's just like
talking about AIs. Okay, now I know are a lot of bad AI nowadays, and it seems like there's been this trend of like them not working really well. But what's that? I'm trying to think of the game that it's isn't like The Last of Us 2 going to be coming to E3 as well?
Yeah, I think we'll see that at the PlayStation conference.
Okay, because I'm really excited for that, and I know that game does a really good job of at least in the previous game, they did a really great job of getting AI to feel like they're actually your partner rather than you and then this useless thing that you have to help behind.
Well, yeah, and like in
I mean?
Battlefield 4, I also hated Battlefield 4 because you had to command your troop, like your little squad that you were in. You had to command them where they should shoot. Like it would target a group of enemies, and they would kill them. I mean, they killed them really fast.
Yeah.
But we're talking like highly trained people who've been in like not millions, but like many years of service.
Yeah,
years of service, and it's like, all right, we're just gonna sit here. Let us know what you want to shoot, and we'll shoot. Like, no, shoot whatever's looking at me and whatever's looking at you. Kill everything.
You gotta cover.
You think there's any civilians? No, kill everything, man. I don't care.
You sound like. Wait, what did you say?
Said I don't care.
No. I'm talking to. What did you say, John? Just like that last sentence.
What? I said I don't care.
No, oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
If we can go back to campaigns for a minute. One thing that I'm looking forward to with Xbox tomorrow is hopefully something about Halo 6.
Hey.
But after Halo 5's campaign, want to talk about
if they mess up Halo 6, it's over for me.
Done.
It's game
Halo's
over.
Done. If they mess up Halo 6, we barely have anybody left with Halo 5, dude. The marketing team. They need to let the marketing team write Halo 6 because everything surrounding Halo 5 minus the game was completely hyped up. Hunt the Truth was amazing. That audio drama series that they did, absolutely one of the best written things in the Halo lore. The commercials were all amazing with Master Chief and them being like, oh, what happened to Master Chief? Is he the villain? Is Master Chief dead? What happened to him? All of that stuff built so much hype for me. All for it in the campaign to be such a letdown. I mean, the campaign for Halo 5 was one of the most disappointing things I think I've ever played. Multiplayer aside, because I have had fun with the multiplayer. I don't like the rec system, and I don't like that we don't have split screen. But besides that, the Halo 5 multiplayer was fun. The Forge in Halo 5 is amazing. The minigames and the custom games lobby have been fantastic. But the campaign itself and the way that they treated the game. Also, all the free DLC. Every expansion for Halo 5 was free. Rec packs are the only thing you needed to spend money on. And you can get them for free if you just play the game and use rec points. But
I know,
the rec system itself is so just
I wish they would use Halo Reach's system. Why? Why would you get rid of that? I love that. Just playing games. You don't even have to get packs. You play the game and then you choose.
I love packs, dude. It's so good.
I do agree. I feel like
I wish they would take more from Halo Reach. I feel like they never use anything from Halo Reach. I feel like they just throw it on the background like it was nothing.
Well, a lot of people don't want to use Halo Reach because Halo Reach polarized people. Halo Reach was really one of the first games. That was really one of the first. As much as we love it, and as much as a lot of people do love it, Halo Reach was one of the first kind of tipping points for the way that Halo has gone now. Because 343 Industries did work on Halo Reach with Bungie. It was Bungie's last game to put their stamp on, but 343 Industries was still deep in the pockets with it. Deep in the pockets, whatever.
Yeah,
and look what happened without
because
Bungie.
they're
look
also
what happened without Bungie.
I mean, Halo 4 was fine too.
On the other hand,
compared to Halo Reach, I hated Halo 4 compared to Halo Reach. It was just I didn't like it, just everything, just the way it looked.
And a lot of people hate Halo Reach compared to Halo 3. I mean, if
I don't
you can
understand. I
get
think
what I'm
Halo Reach
saying,
is
people love Halo
fantastic.
3 a lot more.
Halo, if you can get what I'm saying, John,
I
it's the
love-
changes that they made to the Halo formula and Reach that started the downfall of Halo in today. Like in today's gaming, like Sphere,
Man, maybe
those
it must
trends
just
in
be,
Halo Reach
it
with
must
the
be
armor
because I've just
abilities and
never
the
played.
sprint.
I've never like paid too much. Like I've played the Halo 3 campaign through. I've played. Well, you and me are playing the Halo 2 campaign. I played the Halo CE, or Halo 1.
Halo
Yeah,
Anniversary.
but it's the multiplayer. It's Halo 3. You didn't have the armor abilities. You didn't have sprint. You didn't have anything like that. And that formula of the no sprint, the no armor abilities. That is what people consider like the true Halo formula. So whenever Reach came in and shook it up with armor abilities, of course, the custom games, like that's almost unanimously agreed that Halo Reach's custom games and their Forge was like one of the best things that's
Oh,
happened
yeah, it's
like
God
in the
tier.
Halo.
Oh, I love
the Halo
Forge.
universe.
Forge was wonderful.
But the multiplayer,
Especially
like gameplay
Encourage
aspects
creativity.
itself, really made a lot of fans upset. And then in Halo 4, they continued it and they added loadouts like the personalizable
Yeah, it was
whatever
more,
loadouts.
yeah, it was more. I guess. Yeah, it's personal because you could choose exactly what guns you wanted to obviously spawn in with.
Yeah, and then 343 with Halo 5 wanted to make it more esports to cater to a more hardcore audience. But while they were doing that, they managed to completely push away their casual audience.
Yeah,
they didn't have
they
Forge at launch. They didn't have Infection at launch. They didn't have Griffball. The
Oh, yeah, that
campaign
was horrible.
lackluster. I mean,
Like I've seen you
completely
play
pushed it
Halo
away.
5. I've seen you play
You
the
think they
Halo
should like
5
go through
multiplayer,
like
and
beta testing again?
I don't know
doing,
why.
Like, alphas
It's
instead?
hard to say that it's
might help.
faster, but it is faster. I feel like everything is faster.
Oh, I have
in Halo
tons
5.
of fun in it. I love the sniping in Halo 5. I enjoy it. I mean, there's not armor abilities. They tried to get back to the old Halo formula, but they also kept in things like sprint and the thrust and the like Spartan like slam move, whatever. They kept all that stuff in, and they added in ADS, the aim down sights, which I don't think was necessarily a bad thing, because I mean,
I still admit,
Wayne,
I
what
still
up,
like
dude? But I mean, oh god, it's like with Halo 6, I mean, if they want to get that old audience back, I mean, they will literally have to strip down everything from 4 and Reach and from 5 and just try and get back. I mean, but it depends on what they want to cater to now, because Halo 5 does have an audience, and Halo 5
Do what
esports
Sonic
have an
Mania
audience.
did. Do what Sonic Mania did.
And see, that's what a lot
All
of people
fan service.
think that instead of Halo 6, a lot of people think that the Halo Master Chief Collection reworks, or what they're going to push is like the main series Halo until they get Halo 6 out. I've seen a lot of that on Twitter. A lot of people think that because of all the attention they're putting into Master Chief Collection, that they're just going to skip out on Halo 6 for right now. And they're just going to focus on Master Chief Collection. Which
I think that's
I don't
smart,
think that's a
because
very good decision.
Well, I think I think remastering games, especially, and getting back to those roots.
Oh
of
man,
those
I would
games help you,
imagine a
understand.
60 frames a second, 4K Halo Reach. Oh my goodness,
That would
that
be
would
fun as
be
crap.
that would
Oh,
be incredible.
like the Dark Souls series, just had one of its big remasters,
Yeah.
and it seems to be going to be probably.
But I
very
mean,
successful.
the thing that people are upset with is that Master Chief Collection came out 4 years ago, completely broken, a complete piece of crap. And now they think
Yeah.
that, I mean, 343 thinks that they can just come in and patch it up, put a Band-Aid on it, fix it up as best as they can, and that'll pass for, like, another Halo game. But, I mean, obviously not. I mean, Halo Master Chief Collection hardly has anybody playing. We can hardly get into games in multiplayer whenever we're playing.
Yeah,
But Reach probably still has more players than the Master Chief Collection right now.
that's true.
And I know
That is
base Halo
probably
4
correct.
and
and I
360 has
absolutely
more.
love Reach though, so I don't.
Yeah,
blame
Reach is
some of those
great.
people.
I mean, I'm not
And,
saying that Reach isn't great by any of this.
No,
by any of the
I
things I've
Reach is
said.
the game
like,
that really
the
made me like
complaints, obviously,
appreciate
that
Halo. Like I played, I think I played Halo 1 before I played Halo Reach.
I played Halo Reach more than
I
any
played
other
Halo 2.
game.
Oh, yeah, I played Halo Reach more than any other game, like,
game ever.
combined. Like even
Yeah,
Master Chief
combined.
and Halo
I mean,
4, I've played Reach more. But
I
Yeah.
just so many hours into that.
the campaign was like perfect. It's the best campaign I've ever
oh
played.
my
I don't
gosh.
care.
What a
I
wonderful-
know there are shortcomings and I know there are problems, but like it is just, to me, it's the best that there is.
And I mean,
like,
let's
absolute
be honest with
best.
ourselves a little bit. The nostalgia goggles and a lot of the memories that we have with the game are definitely going to cloud our opinions.
That's
on,
true.
on
Yeah.
the game.
I
But, I mean,
understand.
it's
But I mean,
still, that's
the
it's a good
idea-
enough game to where we can do it, and there's plenty of people who agree with us. We
But
were
like
also
the
the perfect
idea of the
age for Reach.
campaign.
That's
Yeah, and
true.
the idea of the
Yeah,
campaign,
and our
everyone
younger
dies. No one
teenage
makes it out.
preteens.
I love that. There's no Master Chief. There's no, Master Chief's asleep. There's no Master Chief should come in there and beat up the whole army. They all die. That's just how it is, and I love that.
Yeah. And
I mean-
Yeah,
Connor's
the
Forge-
writers
Connor's
were genius
Forge
in
era
this game.
Oh,
Reach
yeah.
was amazing.
I think they did an excellent job, and I think the combat, and I do think the innovation with the armor abilities was
I thought the armor
all-
abilities were cool.
it was all a part of the
I
fun.
did
I thought
But
it gave you. I thought
I
it
do
got. I
understand
gave
what
you like a
Ian's
chance
saying,
for
how it could drive some people away because obviously there
They
was
were
a previous
cool, but we
formula
never
that was
played Halo
working,
3. We
and
never
they
played Halo 1
went
through
away
3.
from that.
We were never in that hardcore. We were never in that golden age of Halo that a lot
Yeah.
of people talk about with Halo 1
Yeah.
through 3. We were
Of
never
course,
a part of that.
we were
So
younger,
we've always had
very
armor abilities to us. To us, we've always played Halo with the sprint and with the armor lock
Yeah.
and jetpacks and stuff, and with DMR.
It's easy to adapt to, especially if you
Yeah.
haven't really, because we were like I don't know 6 when the first Halo ever came out, so
No,
or maybe
we were.
maybe even
I was,
younger.
I
Was
was
it like
like
2000?
a couple months old. It came out in November
How-
2001.
2001.
yeah, I was
Okay,
like
I
1
wasn't
month
even
old.
born yet. So obviously, I think it's a lot easier for us to, obviously adapt to these changes because we don't know exactly what it was like before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not changes to us. I mean, that's just the Halo we know. It's not even adapting to changes for us. I mean, it's literally just we know Halo the best whenever we have armor abilities and whenever we have
Yeah.
the DMRs and whenever we have a sick campaign.
And let's
Oh,
be
yeah.
real. Let's be real. There's like a couple people who use a jetpack, a couple people who use the armor lock, but who used anything but sprint? I mean,
That is
That's a classic.
I mean,
Pistol,
the- I mean,
rifle.
yeah. I mean, it's just
DMR.
like basically sprint. I mean, I don't think did they keep any. I mean, do they keep? I know they kept it for like Halo 4. I think did they keep armor abilities for Halo 4?
Wynn
I
mentioned
do
the Halo
believe so.
Reach
I
loading
remember
music.
because I got to play the Halo 4 campaign with you, John, and
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun actually. I really
Halo 4
enjoyed-
campaign was okay, but
Oh,
like,
I
the
just like
look-
Okay.
I
the
think it was
look.
better than Halo 5.
I did
Something
like
was-
the-
something is just
everything's
off
better than
about
Halo
it.
5.
So
Something
I
like
I liked the aesthetic of Halo 4, honestly.
I think they did a good job.
I've come
with
to
that
appreciate
game,
it through machinimating,
but,
John. I've really come to appreciate how Halo 4 looks, and it looks
Yeah.
different than all of them. It looks different.
I don't
than all
know.
of
It
them
looks
before.
like
It's got
to
new
me,
enemies.
it looks like
and-
too dark. That juicy filter on Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Like the.
Oh
I
my,
think it's so
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It looks like that.
Yeah, it
And
does.
Halo Reach was kind of like bright, but like it looks like real. And Halo
Uh-huh.
Reach it looks like really like literally saturated.
Uh-huh.
It's like ugh.
I
I
will
really
never
like that.
forget
I don't
them
like
for
that
not
new
putting
look.
Forge World in Halo 4. But I honestly, one of my favorite things about Halo 5 is what they did with the Forge and what people have been able to make with Halo 5's Forge. Because it is, I mean, it's like a map editor. It's insane. I mean, they have it on PC too. Like, people can get on PC and make maps. It's honestly insane the things that I've seen people do with the Forge in Halo 5. That, and they also added a custom games lobby where you can just go into matchmaking and you can get loaded up in people's custom games. And
That's pretty cool.
it's fun. Like, I've gone in Sumo online. I've gone into Prop Hunt online. There's like,
Prop hunt?
it's great. Yeah, I mean, they've done insane stuff with Halo 5's Forge.
So the
Like,
community
Halo's
has done a really
community-
good job in Halo.
Yeah, I mean, the community right
devoted
now
a
is
lot of
all
work.
that's keeping it alive. And the worst part is that right now, the only thing keeping it alive is pretty much the community, and the community is completely divided on what they want out of
That's
Halo
true.
6. I mean, Halo is
Wait,
literally imploding
Wait,
from
what
the
is?
inside.
Do they either want it to be like back to the old Halo formula,
Yes,
or
it's
or
a
they're gonna
huge,
do
there is
innovating?
huge discourse between people wanting it to go back to the formula without sprint, without thruster pack, split screen, and then of course there's a new audience.
Now
that
I do
enjoys
understand split
everything.
screen because I thought that was awful decision by.
Yeah,
to
it
get rid of it on
definitely
Halo
was.
5.
Because
I was like, split
There
screen
are
is like
so many,
That is a
many,
staple
many,
for
many,
Halo.
many, many
imagine how many
memories
hours you
from
and me, all of
like
you,
imagine
we've
if
all
we
put
couldn't have
into
played
split
like
screen.
Halo. Like let's just say we couldn't have played Halo Reach on split screen. That would have been
Imagine.
a travesty.
That was how I
because
played Halo
a lot
Reach
of
for the
those were
first
not
time was
even-
Connor's house on split screen with him and Alex.
Yeah, that would have been like that. That's like so many. That's like almost 100 hours of my life.
Yeah,
I
that is a
mean,
pure
really.
staple of Halo, and they
Ugh.
stripped it away in Halo 5. I mean,
I
there's so
remember-
many things we can critique about Halo 5 and what 343 did with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
It's,
I
I mean-
want to keep giving them chances, but I mean, the rest of the fan base isn't going to be like that. I mean, especially
Yeah.
grown.
You're a
grown-ass people.
forgiving god.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
merciful.
Some of these other
God.
Halo 5 neckbeards aren't quite the same.
Yeah, and the esports players like Ninja. Oh my God, Ninja was a huge pro Halo player. He was a huge pro Reach and pro Halo 4 player. That was how he got like most of his following before Fortnite. Was from his time in pro Halo, and I mean, he hates Halo 5 and he hates 343 Industries completely. I mean, he has no mercy. He is a ruthless god when it comes to somebody talking about that. He told people on Twitter, get out of that sinking ship. He told them, get out of that dying game and come play something new. I mean, that is, it just hurts. I mean, 343, they worked a lot on Reach, which we love, but they also managed to make something like Halo 5, which so many of us just dislike.
Yeah, where's like the dividing line?
Badly, though? I like, because, you know, honestly,
I hate
there are a couple
bad
things that
about
are
stuff like
really simple mistakes that, you know, if they had just maybe asked a couple fans to beta test it, maybe.
Well, there was a beta. A beta came with
saw.
Master Chief Collection. We all played the beta. I played it. I played it during Christmas.
There should have been easy mistakes where we should have been able to catch these things.
Wait, did they fix any of the? Did they
No,
fix
I mean,
anything that was?
The beta came out. It was December 2014, and Halo 5 Guardians came out October 2015. I mean, they could have changed stuff, but I mean, I guess it was so late into development.
Well, you know, I feel like they should have just delayed development, have a better, you know, obviously
Better playtesting.
I mean, they already knew what they. I mean, it wasn't public.
Was it like
public.
a thing where it was like, oh guys, we already messed up?
You
He's
buy
like,
Master Chief
just throw it out
Collection.
there.
I mean, a lot of people were. I feel like a lot of the reception was positive at first with the beta. But whenever rec packs and stuff got revealed, I mean, it feels like. And I mean, I honestly hate talking bad about developers and I hate talking bad about studios and stuff because I know that it's so impossible to make games and there's so many developers that like pour their hearts into games just for people to like take massive craps on them. But it just I don't know who else to blame for the things in Halo 5 except looking at 343 Industries and wondering why.
Where did they go wrong?
I just
I'm sure they had like a vision for the game that I think just a lot.
Yeah, it's like me drawing. It's like I've got a vision, like, okay, you know, I think I'm gonna make it look a little something like this, and then I'm like,
it's gonna come out
like,
the wrong way.
I can't make and I make it. I'm like, wait, something doesn't really look right. Well, let me figure out what's going on here.
And then I look at it a little more.
It's everything.
What it feels like they gave us is like a rough. It's like they tried to write like a really big like essay, and then they just wrote it once, didn't read it over once again,
That's what the campaign felt like. Multiplayer, it felt like they were testing.
They gave it to us, and then we said we gave it, you know, the proper grading, and now they have to deal with the consequences.
Halo 5 felt, I mean, it honestly felt a lot more like a test drive of like what they want to try and do with Halo. Just because, I mean, let's be honest, the Halo community, half of it wants Halo to go back to how it was, Halo 1 through 3, but 343 Industries knows this, and a lot of people know this. Halo's formula could not have survived alongside Call of Duty and Battlefield at the time, just because, I mean, you have to modernize that formula. Because I mean, there was already people dropping off, so, I mean, Reach really was, it was a saving grace as much as it divided.
And you need a balance of casual players that can come from other specific large industry games. So
like, I mean, a lot of Call of Duty players could switch over to Halo.
Like,
they could switch over to Halo 5, like, easily.
If you can make the switch easier for them, then why not be more inclusive? Of course, you obviously lose out on a lot of these others core players that made up your earlier fan base. And I think a lot of the early fan base of Halo has already left.
Definitely.
And has...
I mean, there's a new generation of, like, gamers coming up, like, right now as we speak. And, I mean, it's so hard to predict what they're going to like. I mean, look at Fortnite. Fortnite blew up, and they've been Battle Royale games since H1Z1. Like, we never know what's really going to take off.
Yeah.
Like, who would have expected Minecraft to take off?
I mean, and Minecraft is, like,
That is
like an
the
industry
ultimate
exploder
experience.
because it also like opened up new industries. Like when it came to like I think probably even like the gaming YouTube industry. I don't think would
Definitely.
exist without this, Minecraft because
I mean, YouTube gaming hardly exists as we speak, honestly.
uh-huh.
I mean, YouTube's been trying to kill that ship since Minecraft. I mean, YouTube
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
hated
have
the
you got?
gaming community.
It's so weird to notice. Yeah, all we do is watch gaming videos, but like when you actually get out and go to like the trending, like only like three, like
Like,
300
hate it. I
videos
mean,
are
they
in there, and then
hate
like the rest
gaming
is like
content on YouTube.
260,000 is everything else is like the other videos.
They absolutely hate gaming content on YouTube. I mean, they have actively. There's a whole game theory video about it that is amazing that I've sent to Connor before about.
Hey, can you?
It talked about the what?
Can you send that video to me as well? I'd love to.
Yeah,
see
I
it.
will. I'll send it to you as soon as we're done with the podcast, Lucas. But it's like this. I don't remember if it was 3 videos or if it was just in the one video they talk about it. But they talk about how Minecraft and YouTube kind of helped each other rise, and then it talks about how at a certain point, YouTube decided they just decided to start cutting gaming content.
To add revenue, I
yes,
think.
Add and more. They wanted audiences because they were worried that YouTube was going to become a place just for nerdy gamers.
They wanted to more compete with the likes of Netflix
and
TV
and stuff.
And Hulu and obviously now they probably have YouTube TV. They have YouTube Red, which I think goes to show exactly what that is. So
yeah, but I mean, yeah, Lucas, I'll send you that video. But that's always that's always something.
I remember. I think I remember what you're talking about. I'd love to see it again though. Just
it's a great watch. I watch it every now and then.
Matt Pat did a wonderful job. So.
Yeah, I love the game theory content.
Oh
there's always a ton of effort put into it. But
great job.
YouTube killing gaming is not killing gaming, but killing gaming content. And Twitch coming in. I mean, Twitch swooped in at the perfect time to be a new home for gaming content. I mean, they honestly couldn't have picked a better time. I mean, I say picked. They couldn't have had a better time to explode than whenever people realized gaming on YouTube was just going down the absolute crap.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because, I mean, that really, when I think of gaming content now, I definitely think of Twitch over YouTube.
That's
YouTube
probably
definitely
true.
used to be the place. I was like, man, Let's Plays, freaking Let's Play, Captain Sparkles.
You don't really see, all those older Let's Players, I don't think are very successful anymore. Captain Sparkles. Captain Sparkles videos, you get 50,000 views,
it hurts so
and he
bad
has
to talk about it.
6 million subscribers or something like that.
Hurts so bad. He makes the most clickbaity stuff now. I'm still subscribed to him. I see all the clickbait. I see 25 to 50,000 views for 10 million subs.
And it's
I
I feel
in the gut every time I see his channel.
I feel so bad for him actually because it must be awful. I mean, there are a couple hard line Let's Players that have still made it through. But
those people have been incredibly lucky. You have people like that stuck with the gaming and have been fortunate enough to make it through, and then you have people like Steven Suptic, who was able to get out of Minecraft and make it to the alternative lifestyle series that he does now that got picked up by Rooster Teeth. He was one of the few people who made it out with new content.
You also have PewDiePie, who made it out of that, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean,
PewDiePie, he didn't do Minecraft videos.
No, he never did. Well, actually, his first ever
video was a Minecraft video. But he was mostly horror games, right?
He was mostly horror games in that. But, he's also kind of, I feel shifted away from
he's
the
definitely
gaming
shifted
community.
away from gaming.
Yeah, see, I used to enjoy PewDiePie for his gaming. Now that's why I don't watch him anymore.
I still love his content,
I still like a lot
I think
of his
I think he does a wonderful.
He still puts a deep. Well, I don't know if it's him putting more effort in. I have a feeling it's.
I think his editors.
I feel
and people he works with
are
all.
Speaking of YouTube killing stuff, definitely nuked PewDiePie. I mean,
oh my gosh,
course,
they want him gone.
Yes, I mean, I would say he did it to himself. Well, I'm saying the N-word definitely did it to himself. But I mean, that line of humor that the Wall Street Journal jabbed him with. I mean, you see that so much on you see that so frequently on YouTube and Twitter and all of that. And it's they just picked PewDiePie to go after because he had the most subs, and also because he's in such a big spotlight. He has such a huge microscope on him.
He's very successful. He's very successful.
Yes, it's so easy to criticize everything that he does. But I mean, I'm not saying it's right about those jokes that he made, but he made those jokes in the past, and we never reacted. We only reacted whenever we saw the Wall Street Journal make a huge deal and sponsors pull out.
So,
mean,
you
that
know,
was
most
really
people
what
would be
started the
uncomfortable,
apocalypse.
but what you don't do is try and make a really big scandal out of it.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, God, dude, that has got to suck so bad for PewDiePie, knowing that you're the one who started, like,
And he has to censor himself
apocalypse.
now, which is pretty.
Yeah. Oh my God, censorship. God, all that YouTube censorship and all these like algorithm theories and like what they're doing to YouTube. Like it's mainly like a lot of like these YouTube gaming show like yeah, and like, yeah, like when they jump in and like randomly strike your video like immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
like and all like the
demonetization has been a really big part of
yes,
you
that
know,
has
a
been
lot of these.
huge. There's
And I
been,
feel really
Lucas,
bad
if you
for a
want
lot
more
of these
videos, I've got
YouTubers'
some.
lives.
If you want some
Okay.
algorithm videos, Lucas, I've got some by the Super
Alright.
Nerd City who like dug into a bunch of data from like YouTube
and like
searches
yeah, like
and
where
YouTube
it doesn't
tags.
even like it won't even show like your subs and all
Yes.
that.
There's
I
like
It's
feel
so
really
like
bad
crazy.
for a lot of these companies who like, or a lot of these YouTube channels who like livelihoods used to depend off of like how I guess crazy they were, and now, that is being taken away because obviously they can't even monetize their videos
I know.
for
OverbyNetworks was
any
monetized
sort of ad
for 4
revenue.
years, and we lost it. Whenever they made the changes. But luckily, we kept all the partnership perks. I feel bad for anybody trying to start a new channel now without the like custom thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you had to be able to be monetized to do that, and they let people that were already like had been monetized keep it. So we were able to keep all of our like perks and stuff of being a YouTube partner. But I mean, YouTube is just so unviable for anybody.
And it's really
getting
hard
into it
for
right
new
now.
YouTubers to even start
Exactly.
nowadays because it's just
Unless you're a celebrity,
hard to
there's
like
no way to start.
devote all of this time to something that could really have
Yeah, YouTube is
zero
like really
return.
like dominated by the
So-
grades now. I mean, it's so hard to get exposure as a small channel.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even call them the greats. If you look at some of the content, I mean, it's literally just
Well,
like the people
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, like,
YouTube
but like the
loves.
people who have been there for so long, I mean, they could do whatever they want. They can
No,
use however
those people.
much
I mean, the
clickbait-
greats
clickbait
fall.
and-
They fall so quickly now. Tobuscus fell off. Smosh has fallen off.
yeah, I
PewDiePie
know.
Yeah, but did you hear about all
off.
that crap about Tobuscus and all that
Yes,
stuff?
all that
I
rape
feel so bad
allegations
for
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah, and I do you know if it's
And Basherverse.
Yeah, I know
you posted a
That
Basherverse.
video about
Basherverse
that,
stuff
Hayden.
was like
he's
fake.
gone.
The
Yeah,
Basherverse,
and
the Tobuscus stuff. I
he
don't think
deleted
was
his
fake.
channel, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, yeah, so because I actually loved watching him like a really long time ago, but
Yeah, it was a long time ago when I used to watch Minecraft.
I thought he was
all the
a
time.
wonderful stand-up guy, and
His
I feel
videos
really
and
bad.
stuff. It sucks that he turned out to be a rapist, alleged rapist. But we know how that goes. If there's an allegation, there's normally a reason behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's been very few allegations that have been
going
proven
on with
false.
all this sexual, I guess, harassment stuff has really been a big part of.
Yeah, the outside of YouTube definitely.
Like I really think it's pretty. I don't know
think
what's
it's good that
happened
it's
to
been
us
exposed, definitely.
Yeah, I know it's. I think these people should be punished for. But it feels like there's a lot of people who have done these things, and I don't really think that's good.
Yeah, no, I mean it's bad.
That's
It's
just-
a bad staple of honestly
It-
just
it-
humanity itself. Like always,
It
having a
makes
stigma.
humanity look bad, honestly. So
Yeah.
I know. We're
and
not
it's
animals.
really sad.
Like you see dogs do stuff like that, and I mean it's like bad, but dogs don't think like humans do. So I mean it's it's
we
just
should
horrible
have
that
the
humans are doing
decency,
it.
right? But
Exactly.
it doesn't seem like we do. So
It's sad
it's
stuff.
really not good. It's unfavorable.
But let's get an amazing segue going into something a little more positive, boys. Let's talk about that Friday Fortnite 8.8 million live viewers being The
Jeez.
Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
Fortnite is owning freaking gaming right
Fortnite
now.
owns
Oh my
gaming, it owns
gosh.
streaming. Name something, and Fortnite is currently on top of it.
Yeah, I was talking like I was like volunteering for first graders and during sports camp, okay, and first graders were doing Fortnite dances, and I was thinking to myself, man, humanity's come a long way. So it's really great to see how expansive the community is for literally every single person probably has at least once heard of it at this point. So
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, it's the oh god, don't even get me started. That and the $100 million I think we've already talked about. I think we talked about in the last episode, but that's
how
still
much is
just,
Epic Games like worth now? They
I'm gonna
like
look that
their
up.
net revenue. Like if you invested in them, you are like in
Oh
bank.
yeah, imagine that.
Holy crap! Like it's like Apple. You went from like almost nothing, okay, to complete stardom just by adding a free-to-play battle royale version of the game, which is pretty insane. It's like
I'm trying to find something. Epic Games actually keeps a lot of these numbers. They hide a lot of them.
I think that's kind of smart in some
That's
ways
definitely smart.
because then obviously the community doesn't know.
I mean, they
then
keep these numbers tight.
They don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not. I just googled it real quick. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Find
So,
anything about it.
but their net worth must have just
Oh, that
skyrocketed.
must be
Anyone who's
huge.
invested in them.
Oh yeah,
must
it's gotta
have,
be.
like, got
It's
a
gotta be
huge
major.
payout.
And
If you had,
I
like,
don't.
Stock in them, that would have been.
But I mean, hey, every bubble bursts at some point. There's gonna come a
That's
moment
true.
when Fortnite, kaput, snap, Thanos snap, gone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know, but
Well,
$100 million.
I think it'll
I
be
mean,
more.
it's gonna
low
happen.
death,
I'm
though.
not saying when. Like we all
Yeah.
projected
I don't
Fortnite
think
to
it'll
be dead by
be-
the end of the year, but I mean, if anything, it looks
I don't
like
think it'll
it's
be
just
like
getting
Pokemon
intense.
Go, where it'll like have like 2 months of fame and then just disappear off the map.
I think that's what some people thought it would end up doing. It's
That's.
just,
I mean,
you
I
know.
thought it was
I think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be
dead
more.
by this summer.
I think it's gonna be more of like a slow death because the problem is
I
I think a lot
mean-
of people's friends play it now. And
Yeah,
so you
I mean,
still have
but I
people
still
that
think
are
it's-
keeping on it.
I
But
think still think it's getting pretty popular.
I don't know if it's getting more. Do you think it's gonna be starting?
Well,
you
no,
think it's
I-
starting to stagnate?
Yeah,
like,
I think it's
with
starting to
it's
like.
gonna
I think
flatten
player
out.
really
base.
because
Or do you
so many
think it's
people
still
play it.
increasing?
I mean, so many people have already decided whether they like it or don't like it, and now it's just a matter of whether those people who do like it keep on playing it.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree. I think that everyone who's gonna find Fortnite has pretty much found it at this point, and I think John, you're definitely right. It's just about who sticks around at this point.
But the way that Epic Games handles it to make sure that they stay in is incredible.
They've been handling it great. I mean, they
Yeah,
constantly
We can talk
done a
about the
wonderful
update. We
job
can talk about the
with
recent
how they've
update.
done
We can talk
skins,
about
they've
what they
done,
do for us.
these battle passes, which give them achievements.
Game
know.
modes, rotations, and stuff. I mean,
Really,
It's obvious Epic Games cares a lot about Fortnite, and I mean, who wouldn't want to take care of? Who wouldn't
yeah,
want to
it's like
cultivate
their
that
baby.
cash cow?
That it's just like pooping out. It's like a golden goose, Just
Yes.
keep it alive, right?
I mean, it's amazing. Who even really knew who Epic Games was before?
I don't
Fortnite?
even. I don't think I've ever heard of them before. They
I mean,
actually
just think about
made
that.
Fortnite,
They could make
so.
a new game, and I'm sure that for the first couple weeks at least, there'd be at least a fan base checking it out, seeing if they like
Because
it. Or not.
obviously, Epic Games is now a big name in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
It's probably the biggest name right now in the gaming industry because of one game they happen to make.
I mean, it feels like every episode of the podcast we devolve into a Fortnite conversation.
It
mean,
really
think about that.
probably it's taken a lot of people by surprise, and it's kept them.
I still
Playing,
can't believe I'm
which
playing
is
the
great.
freaking game.
I am too.
And-
So. And I don't really, I don't even really care for it.
Me
honestly.
neither. I'm still
So-
playing it. It's just addicting.
They've certainly done a great job of mastering the battle royale formula. So
well, yeah, for sure. I mean, when you think of battle royale, I mean, PUBG.
yeah,
That's the
I-
biggest
PUBG
joke.
got
And
wiped
That's the biggest
out.
joke of a game.
I feel kind of bad for the team because they had a good thing going and it was working out.
Yeah, and then
But,
Fortnite just started
then
exploding. They
free-to-play
probably thought it was gonna die out. I mean, because it was cartoony and all that. But then, man,
Yeah.
everyone wants Fortnite. It's free.
Yeah, well,
You
We
don't
all
wanna play that
thought
crap.
Fortnite was gonna be stupid because of how it looked, but
well,
Yeah, I
it
remember-
lays
you remember
so
hating- I
much
hated it.
better.
I
you
didn't
can
like it.
Well, you can have a free thing and get like the same enjoyment out of it. Then obviously you're gonna go with the free thing, and then you'll probably pay into it later just so you can buy skins or
Yeah, just so you aren't a
the
no skin.
pass or whatever that the standard edition, $40. They want to pay for another couple extra V-Bucks, buy a skin. Oh, you need more V-Bucks because you need to buy a pickaxe. Oh, you need more because you want to buy a backpack. Oh, you need more because you need to buy a new skin. And then you just get more and more money. And you get the cash flowing machines as long as you keep producing more skins and backpacks and pickaxes, so on and so forth. Parachutes that you need to have, apparently. Ugh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you never would want to be considered a no skin unless you're me who doesn't care.
Unless you're a person that doesn't care like you and me. We'll play it for free.
I almost wish I could give Epic Games my money, but
Battle Pass. Hey, Battle Pass. Hey.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad for. I kind of feel bad for taking all that money, or being like one of those people that doesn't pay.
No, I mean I think still playing.
On the other hand,
generates some
on the
money
other
somehow.
hand,
I think
there are
our
bunches
I
of
think
other
our
people who are
I
paying
think our
into it.
donation would be very
So-
minuscule compared to some of these other people who buy
give them
V-Bucks on like a daily
$300.
basis. Yeah, who are like
Devote their entire being into it.
consistently buying V.
Yeah, imagine if all the free-to-play industry would be dead if it were just me and John.
Oh yeah. Think about it. Think about the free-to-play industry and how Fortnite changed it. That's like it like set the standard.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I mean, there's
League of
no
Legends,
other.
I feel like League set the
Well,
standard. honestly.
League
League's
probably
free.
set the standard a while back.
Well, yeah, it was a while back though. I mean, but
League
not
was
a
like
lot.
the
And-
first big free hit.
And it's also, done well enough to the point where, I'm still playing it. And
Yeah,
it's
I
been
still play
for
it, too.
Yeah,
years.
I mean, honestly, if you
So,
think about it, Fortnite is
um,
doing the league like formula for success. I mean, look at how much
Yeah.
they're trying to promote the
and they're
Fortnite
getting
esports.
skins, and they're doing, and streamers are into it.
Exactly, the streaming
Weekly
community,
updates.
the esports, the prize pools. I mean, they're following the league formulas for success for a free to play
So,
game.
We'll see if it stays alive.
Yeah, we'll see if it has the longevity that. League has
I
had.
don't honestly, from my opinion, I don't think it's gonna stay.
I don't think
just
so either.
because it's,
Well, I think
I don't know. It
I
just
think
don't think
I think
it'll
that's
be
like a
has so much
given.
depth.
I think with
And it
any
doesn't have
battle
as a-
royale game, I think it has a lifespan,
It doesn't
and
have
there's
as
no
much,
matter doesn't matter what you do to it. Every
doesn't have as
battle royale
much,
is gonna die.
like ability to become fresh. It kind of like you play it a bunch and it can get boring. I think.
Yeah, at least in League of Legends, you
So-
can add like another. You can add new
You add more
champions, or
champions.
maybe
You got a
even a new
game
map
mode,
if you're
you
really into
add,
that.
Yeah, you add a map. You add new abilities. You add an item, and you can continually change it. Which
Also, whenever
allows
we're
you
done
to
talking
keep
about
fresh.
League, there's something I want to talk about with Fortnite.
Alright.
Oh, are we okay?
Yeah,
but
go
I
ahead.
want to know what you guys think about the PUBG Fortnite lawsuit. I want to know how you guys think that's gonna go.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Bruh,
How do you think
that's a
that's gonna
whole
go?
L. That's PUBG trying to stay
PUBG's gonna
relevant
win.
for you.
Because I do think Fortnite did actually
Well,
solve
what do you
PUBG.
think though? How do you think this is
And-
gonna go?
I don't know how many grounds. Like I'd have to actually know exactly what the lawsuit is
I know
about.
they're going after dropping out of a vehicle. They're going after the shrinking
Bruh.
circle. They're going after the like 100 players or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like specific things they're going for.
Well, it's kind of hard.
But then you'd have to do
because-
the same. You'd have to hold PUBG to the same standards about H1Z1.
Yeah. So like,
Like I feel like H1Z1.
I don't know.
would have a
I don't know
better
if it'll be
chance in this.
successful because like, it's sort of like suing someone for like making a chair. You know, like you can. It has 4 legs on it. Yeah, and it's got the same wood, but it's a different kind
That's
of
true.
chair.
Lucas,
So-
that is
I
a
mean, what
genius
else-
argument. Put John and Lucas on the legal team for
Like,
Fortnite.
What else do you want from a battle royale game? Like, you really can't like make it anything
It's
crazy.
hard
I mean,
to like.
you can't have them dropping from like freaking space from a new planet to
I
make
mean-
it fresh. I mean, that's still dropping out of a vehicle technically because they'll be dropping out of like an escape pod or something unless they're
There
superheroes.
really isn't that much area to wiggle out of it. So
It's just like I don't understand. I mean,
I
the
really don't
formula
think
for
they'll be
every
able
battle
to,
royale game is the same. Like what the
They might be able to
crap can
get
you
a little bit
do?
of money out of it though, because it might be nice just to say get off our back, because they'll give them, I don't know, $20 million or $30 million and then just say see ya, and then they don't have to ever worry about PUBG again, right? That's what I'd do, and then make them
Yeah.
sign a non-disclosure where the company's employees can never really say anything or something like that. So
I honestly have no idea how it's gonna go.
it'll be fun to see how.
I still
It'll definitely be
think
entertaining to see
I
how
still
it goes.
think Fortnite's gonna win. I don't think.
Sorry, my throat's getting hoarse. I'm gonna go get some to drink real quick. Be right back.
I honestly though, I don't know. Like there's stuff PUBG can
And
definitely
think
go
about it.
after, but I mean you're
Even
gonna have to look
if-
at H1Z1 compared to PUBG still too.
I mean, even if PUBG wins, what's it gonna do for?
Well, I mean, is PUBG just going for money, or are they gonna try and like get Fortnite down or like to change?
Well, no one's gonna play PUBG even if they make Fortnite change. Everyone's just
True.
gonna play Fortnite. They're gonna be like, "Hey, it's an update." I mean,
An update.
at this point, there's nothing you can do. That's just what it is. That's just how it be.
It's true.
That's just how it be.
I don't understand. I
It's
can't put it
amazing
any
how much of a
differently.
difference $30 makes. Think about it. Even if
$30.
PUBG was like $15.
I thought PUBG was like
PUBG's
50 or
like,
something.
oh, I think
Or
PUBG's
60.
$29.99.
Oh, all right. I was not aware of that.
$29.99. But I mean, it's amazing what that price tag does.
Yeah,
Like,
PUBG.
I mean, that was the biggest difference.
You spend $30 on it, and you still got the probably like. I mean, it's probably not the worst console release you're ever gonna see, but
It's a bad port.
a horrible port for sure. I mean, one of the worst.
Yeah, one of the worst by far.
I mean, just bugs, everything. I mean,
It's brutal.
it's just like I remember my cousin. I asked him if he was enjoying it on the Xbox. He was like, "No, I hate it." He's like, if one thing I'll let you know. He's like, "Don't buy it until I say buy it," and he's never told me. he's never told me to get it. on
Yeah,
Xbox,
Alex told me to wait. Alex said if I was thinking about getting it, and then he told me that I need to wait till it gets fixed. But that
That's a
day
guy
ain't
thinks.
come. And when's the last time you saw Alex playing PUBG? I haven't seen Alex play
I don't-
PUBG in years.
Yeah.
That man moved back to Siege. PUBG was so brutal on the Xbox, that man had to go back to Tom Clancy.
Yeah, and Siege is making a comeback.
Yeah, Siege is resurging. It's been getting more hype lately.
I was scared for Siege. I was unimpressed after a little bit with it, but I'm feeling.
Yeah, it got kind of stale for me. I
Well,
don't know what it was about it. that
See,
got stale.
Siege is a game I like, but Siege is a game I have to be like really like feeling like it.
Yeah.
Like really feeling like just like being tactical and working with a team and stuff like that, which is obviously stuff you don't like to do.
Hey, that's just how it be. To quote you, that's just how it be.
Yeah, and it's not you don't even know how to play, and you've had it for a little bit.
Yeah, I have it on PC too. I've had more success on PC than I ever did playing it on Xbox with you guys. Like the times that I've soloed on PC have been demonstrably better than any game I've ever had with you guys, except for when I had to pop off and show you all who's God. Those are my highlights. Those are my only moments.
That's really sad.
Yeah, I know. Let's take a minute to talk about all of Hayden's failures. Just kidding. Please, we don't have time for that.
That's not a second. Yeah, that's not a
We
second.
don't have time for this. For these nanigans. For these nanny boys. We don't got no
These
time.
nanigans.
What's going on? Are you guys talking about some shenanigans without me?
Yep. We're
Yeah.
talking about big shenanigans.
Big
Well, I have
shenanigans.
8 ping. Nice.
You
Ever just have 8
Sweet.
ping in your truck?
My truck.
My big truck.
Did somebody
Ever just
say
look at your
something about
truck and realize you only have 8 ping and
my,
you're like,
my
dang.
big red truck?
I got a big red truck and a tractor in the back.
Say what? Just kidding.
and I got dip in my front pocket.
Hey, why is Connor muted?
I think someone came in his room. I believe he was talking to
Aha.
somebody.
Connor.
Oh,
Come here, buddy.
My hero. Yeah, but
Don't be shy.
I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about, or are you guys ready to wrap up?
I think I'm pretty much ready to wrap up. I'd be willing to talk in tomorrow, though. You know.
I think I'm ready to wrap up. Lucas, I think me and you should. Lucas, if you're not doing anything, maybe me and you should live stream like E3 and just talk. That or we should definitely recap stuff.
I don't know how late I'll be able to go tomorrow. I do have a soccer game on Monday at 9:30.
I don't think there's any conferences that'll be too late.
Too late. I know Bethesda's at 8:30, so that'll be like an hour, 9:30. Yeah. So I don't know. It's not bad. So we'll be fine.
We'll work through it. We'll work this out tomorrow.
Sweet. I'd be totally willing to do that.
All right. But thank you guys for watching episode 5 of the No Views podcast. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. I don't know when we'll have another episode because our episode before this was April 28th. So, the most inconsistent podcast of all time.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
We were doing good for a while.
Yes, we had that 3-week streak, and then we dropped it. we gotta get back into it, boys. Get back into the rhythm of it.
Oh, it's summer. It's not like we're doing anything.
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
Jesus.
Well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
We do got a little something. We got a little something cooking in OverbyNetworks, boys. We got a skit that we've been working on developing, and you guys are gonna be real hyped if you see it, because nobody watches our stuff. But hey, it ain't the No Views podcast for no reason, boys.
Holy crap! No, jeez.
Yeah. Very productive discussions. A lot of anger, a lot of tears, a lot of happiness, though.
This is fun. Trust me.
It's
I
been
have a
great
great time coming here.
Thank you guys for watching. Tune in next year whenever we got another episode. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that bell. Give me them notifications, boy. You know you want an update whenever we're getting those new videos out. Come back. Check out the channel. Check out Connor Streams. We got all of our links in the description below, boys. Check that out. Hit that sub button whenever Connor gets it.
Dang.
Hit that sub button on OverbyNetworks. Hit that follow button on John's Twitter for some godlike retweets. His mom follows him, so don't expect too much heat.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to do it for this week, boys. Have a beautiful night, morning, whenever you're watching this, if you ever watch it. We love you. Please don't leave. Don't do this. Why did you leave me? Please,
I love
don't
that
do
movie.
it.
Reviews podcast.
Don't